What is up, everybody? Welcome to CTF Sharon Talks Football and happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my Week 7 NFL predictions. You heard that right. It's Week 7. Like, time flies by even quicker when football season's around, man. I swear. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started with the video and I'll get right to my predictions. Alright, so before we get on to my actual predictions for the week, let's go over like what I already had. I've been making predictions off the camera. Week 6, I went 10-5 on my predictions, and my total record is 53-38-1. And it's also important to note that the Bills and the Ravens have bye weeks this week, which both teams desperately need a bye week this week. The Buffalo Bills have lost 2 straight games and 2 frustrating games, especially last week's. And then the Ravens are really injured and they really need to soul search, so they both desperately need this bye week. So the very first game we've got of the week is Thursday Night Football. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to take the Steelers here 23-17 in a relatively close game. Now, the only things we know is that this is going to be named the Senior Bowl because these are the 2 oldest quarterbacks in the league facing off against each other. And plus, right now, the Steelers are just a better team. Like, they have a little bit better of an offense and they have a way better defense. I just think the Steelers are in line to win this one on the road. Alright, next game we got the game in London. We've got the Rams at the Jaguars. This should be a really good one. This might shock some people, but I'm going to take Jacksonville here 21-27 for a couple reasons. One, I just think the Jaguars have looked like a little bit better of a team despite how much talent the Rams have. And 2, the Jaguars playing in London is traditional, and for some weird reason they always seem to win in London. Like, they just always do. So that's like really the biggest reason why I think the Jaguars are going to win this game, whether it's a close game or it's a blowout. But I think the Jaguars will walk away with a win. Alright, now kicking off the Sunday slate, other than the London game, we got the Saints at the Bears. This is going to be a rough game in my opinion. I think we're going to lose 10-34. The Bears are just going to whoop the shit out of us. I know it doesn't make sense for me to predict a blowout here because the Saints have caught up, been close to every single team they've faced so far this season other than Seattle. But I just don't know why. I just think the Bears are just going to whoop on us. It's in Chicago. It's at their home stadium. And I just think, especially off of that win they had last week, that's going to give them a confidence booster. I just think Chicago's going to whoop on us. I don't know, man. I'm just going to take Chicago to whoop them. Next game we got is the Dolphins at the Browns. I'm going to take the Browns to upset the Dolphins here 20-28. One, it's at their home stadium, and I think they have been putting up a fight at home. And 2, it's really about defense for me. Miami has a terrible defense while Cleveland has a pretty stout defense. And I just think Miami's offense is going to struggle against Cleveland's defense. And I think Cleveland's offense will do just enough to keep them ahead. I do think this game's going to be an absolute nail-biter. I think this game's going to be really close, but I think Cleveland will pull away at the last second. Up next, we got the Patriots at the Titans. Patriots win 35-9. Titans fans, be happy that I picked the Titans to score because I almost predict a shutout because it's Mike Vrabel against his old team that screwed him. And plus, the Patriots are night and day a better team. This should be a massacre. Up next, we got the Raiders at the Chiefs. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win here 20-27. I don't think this game's going to be a blowout. I think it's actually going to be really close. Why? It's because it's the Chiefs going against the Raiders. There's really no other reason. On paper, the Chiefs should beat the shit out of this team. But they're playing each other in Kansas City, and the last 3 times they have faced each other in Kansas City, it has been close for no reason. The Raiders won one of those games a couple years ago, but I'm just going to take the Chiefs to win here because I just can't pick the Raiders confidently right now, and plus, I just don't think the Raiders are a great team at all. Up next, we got the Eagles at the Vikings. I'm going to take the Eagles to barely slip by here, 24-20. I think this is going to be kind of an ugly game. I think both teams are going to play rusty. One of them is going to not play at their potential, hint the Eagles. And plus, I just think the Eagles are a little bit better of a team than Minnesota. I wouldn't be shocked if Minnesota upset here, but I'm just going to take the Eagles here. Honestly, they're probably going to win by a tush-push, knowing them. This game might look good on paper, but honestly, I do not think this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really boring game, in fact. Up next, we got the Panthers at the Jets. Panthers, can you guys please do one favor for me? Please whoop this sorry-ass team. I got you guys winning 37-24, but this should be a massacre, dude. The Panthers have a way better of an offense than the Jets do. They have a not good defense, but better than the Jets, honestly. I just think the Panthers are just a far better team, and I think Rico Dowdle is going to have the game of his career. Up next, we got the Giants at the Broncos. I'm picking the Giants to upset them here 27-24. I think the Giants are a better team than Denver right now despite the records, and I haven't been impressed by Denver one time this season. This will be a tough game for Jackson Dart, but if he can thrive against the Eagles defense, he can damn sure do it against Denver's. And plus, I think Cam Scatterboo is going to have a great game as well. I'm taking the Giants to narrowly win here. Up next, we got the Colts at the Chargers. This one was definitely the toughest game to pick for me. This one, I think, is going to bite me in the ass one way or another. But I'm picking the Colts to narrowly win here, 34-31. I could see it going either way. I can see the Chargers winning here and pulling their heads out of their ass and pulling up a good game and beating the Colts. But there's only one thing that really made me decide picking the Colts here, and that's health. I think the Colts are a healthier team than the Chargers are. The Chargers have a ton of injuries that are impacting them to playing better than they could. And I just think health-wise, the Colts are just in a better shape, and I think the Colts are going to beat the Chargers narrowly, though. It's going to be very close. Up next, we got the Commanders at the Cowboys. I hate doing this, but I'm going to pick that Cowboys to upset here, 23-26. It's at Dallas. It's at home. And plus, I just do not think the Commanders are as good as a team as I thought they would be. Like, so far, they haven't been impressive, just like Denver. Now, Commanders haven't been a bad team. I'm not saying that at all. But so far, they do not look like the NFC Championship contenders like last year. Like, they don't look nearly as good as that. Now, I do know the Commanders have injuries, but it's still, like, they're not playing up to their potential, even fully healthy. That's why I'm picking Dallas here. Plus, like I said in my last video, I have to admit, Dak Prescott is playing some of the best football he's played in a while, and I think he's going to help Dallas win this game. Up next, we got the Packers at the Cardinals. I'm picking the Packers here 31-28. I don't know why it's going to be this close, but I just think it will be. Like, other than that embarrassing-ass game the Cardinals had against the Titans, they have been competing against almost every team they've faced. I just think the Packers are a far better team, and I think they should win this. Should. I do expect shenanigans. I do expect the Packers offense to struggle at the start, but I do expect the Packers to pull through in the second half and destroy this team basically in the second half. Next, we got the Sunday Night Football game. We've got the Falcons at the 49ers. I'm going to take the Falcons here. I'm going to take them to barely beat them 27-24 for a couple reasons. For one, the 49ers have way too many injuries. Brock Purdy, Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, Fred Warner now, Nick Bosa, Brandon Ayuk. Like, they don't have enough talent to compete with the Falcons, especially with how well they've been playing. And for two, it's the Falcons. Look back at almost any game these two have faced each other in. The 49ers have always struggled against the Falcons. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why they can't get over the hump against this team, but I just don't think they will tonight, especially with the injuries they have. Even though it's at San Francisco, well, Santa Clara technically, I'm going to pick the Falcons to narrowly win here, and I think the Falcons are going to be very impressive looking after this game. Up next, we got Monday Night Football. We're going to have another doubleheader. I don't know why we keep having these. But the first game we've got is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. This game is going to bang. This game's probably going to be the best of the week. This one was definitely a tough one to pick, but I'm going to go with Detroit 31-34 for a couple reasons. One, Detroit came off a very disappointing loss against Kansas City last week, and they're going to be playing angry. And two, just like the Colts and Chargers, I was looking at health when it came to picking this game. The Tampa Bay just has way too many injuries. Now, they have been competing with those injuries, but I just think going against a team like Detroit, it's just not going to be enough. Now, there is a word that Mike Evans might be back. Hopefully, Emeka Egbuka does come back this week as well. But if they don't, like, the Bucs are not going to compete here. I think I'm going to take Detroit either way, especially that it's at Detroit. I think the Lions are going to play very, very well. And finally, the last game of the weekend, the second Monday Night Football game on this doubleheader, we've got the Texans at the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Seahawks here 17-23. I think the Texans will play decently, probably better than they should in this game, but I just think the Seahawks are a better team, and they've shown that like every single week. This will be a solid game. I think the Texans defense will make it very hard on Sam Darnold in some aspects, but I do think the Seahawks are the better team, like I said, and I think the Seahawks will win this game. Another note why I think the Monday Night Football doubleheaders are stupid, like, this is a great reason why. Tampa Bay versus Detroit, like, should be the only Monday night game. Like, that's the game everyone's going to care about. Like, this should be an afternoon game on Sunday. Like, why is this on Monday night? And there you guys have it. That was me giving you guys my Week 7 NFL predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below on how you think your favorite team is going to do this week, and let me know your predictions. I would love to know. In the meantime, that's where I am going to be done for today. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one.